Starting out your homeschool year can be a nerve-wracking time, no matter how much you prepare. After 8 years of homeschooling, we've developed some habits that have made all the difference. Today, we're going to dive into 3 of them. These habits have helped us find a balance between the learning that needs to happen, the work that needs to get done, and just enjoying life together. And if we haven't met yet, hey, I'm Melissa. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4, an online teacher, and I love sharing about all things homeschooling, online teaching, and productivity here on YouTube. Go ahead and take a moment to make sure that you've subscribed, liked this video, and turned on notifications. All right, let's get started. Reading is a foundational habit in our homeschool that has helped our kids find independence, be more productive, and of course, just enjoy a good book. Today's video is sponsored by someone who treasures reading and being able to support families in teaching reading and supporting unique learning needs. Literacy is freedom.
Thanks, Melissa. Hey, homeschool families. My name is Brittany. I am a certified Science of Reading literacy tutor offering private one-on-one Zoom classes for struggling readers. If your student is struggling with reading, they will also struggle with math. If they're struggling with reading, they will also struggle with science. If they're struggling with reading, they're also going to struggle in all other areas. It is so important that we get this right. Let's meet and see how I can help.
Thanks again to Literacy is Freedom for sponsoring today's video, and be sure to use that discount code to make sure you're getting the best deal on your reading classes. All right, time for habit number 1. Our first habit is that screen time is welcomed, but it's limited. I know this is a hot topic for so many of us. Now, hear me when I say, in our home, we do have screens. We have a TV, but we don't have TV service. We have phones, but they don't have cell service. We also have a kid laptop, but there are boundaries. When it comes to watching things on TV, we don't have TV service, so there's no TV during the week, but we do watch movies on weekends. On the weekend, they get a movie on Saturday and Sunday afternoon, and there's no gaming system in our house either, so really that's the only TV time that they're getting during the week. I know that might sound really strict to some of you, but here's why it works for us. By cutting TV service and other screen distractions, we found that our kids are more creative with their time. They're bored and they have to figure out how to fill that time. We've noticed that our kids have more time for creative play, picking up a book they really enjoy, and playing musical instruments and sports just for fun. It also helps them focus more during their academic time because they're not constantly thinking about what they could be watching or playing. This structure has also taught them the value of moderation and given them something to look forward to on the weekend. If you're thinking about doing something similar, start small. Maybe cut down screen time by 1 or 2 hours at a time, or find times and days when screen time is completely off limits. The key is to figure out what works with your family dynamic and stick with it. Habit number 2 includes structured chores and work blocks. Here's how we handle chores and getting our schoolwork done in our house. I know chores are not the most exciting thing to hear about, but hear me out. Chores are actually a huge part of learning in our homeschool. We do our best to set clear expectations for what needs to be done and when. Whether it's making beds, helping out with breakfast, or tidying up after a lesson. Having these expectations helps our kids understand that being part of a family involves contributions from everybody. It's also a great way to teach them about responsibility and contributing, no matter how young or old they are. When our kids are young, we're able to give them some chore charts, usually visual, that help them figure out what they need to do and how things should look when they're done. And it also, as they get older, helps them with time management. They know that they need to get X, Y, and Z chores done before a certain time of the day, and therefore might need to rearrange their schedule a bit to be sure those things get done. Beyond chores, we also incorporate work blocks into our day. These are designated times for focusing on certain tasks that need to get done. And they also include our work blocks as parents, as my husband and I both work from home. This helps all of us build executive functions. You know, those critical skills like planning, organizing, preparing, and sticking with a task until it's done. And here's the thing, we're working toward creating this idea of good work, whether it's on a math assignment or sweeping the floor. Whatever we do, we want to do it with excellence. And so we're trying to instill that in our kids from a young age. Habit number 3 is Fun Fridays. Now, this is probably my favorite habit, Fun Friday, meaning we don't do much schoolwork on Fun Friday. I say much because sometimes we do squeeze in 1 page of math versus 2, or a shortened writing assignment versus the whole of language arts. But on the whole, after a week of hard work, we're all looking forward to some time off and shifting our priorities a bit away from the academic and towards some of the other really important parts of life. This is a time for us to rest, relax, and enjoy time with friends. On Fridays, this could look different every week. This might involve going to the library, meeting up with friends by going over to their house or having them come over to our house. Sometimes this could involve some adventures, going on a hike or going to a museum. These outings not only give us a chance to get out of the house and go into different social settings, but also just to build some memories. Let's also not forget about appointments. You guys know that those dentist appointments, doctor's appointments, they can really interrupt the rest of our week. So using Fun Friday as an opportunity to schedule 6 dentist appointments back to back is a better way of using our time rather than interrupting the rest of our academic week from Monday to Thursday to get those appointments done. This way, we keep the rest of our week more focused and productive. I found that having this built-in day of fun keeps the rest of our week, Monday to Thursday, much more focused, and we're way more productive during those days because we know we have something to look forward to. The kids know that if they stay on top of their chores and their schoolwork, then they've got a full day of fun to look forward to. This has been a big game changer for our family dynamic, and I would suggest you look into figuring out a fun Friday or another day of the week that you could dedicate to something like this. So there you have it, some of the foundational habits that have really made a difference in our homeschool. Limited and intentional screen time, structured chores and work blocks, and of course, our beloved Fun Fridays. Each of these habits brings a balance of discipline and structure, plus fun and joy to our homeschool. I find that it's made our days more productive and enjoyable. You guys, I would love to hear from you. What have you found that's worked really well in our homeschool? I want to see what you leave in the comments. Let us know what you found to be a game changer in your homeschool routine. And again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you've liked this video and subscribed. Share this video with a friend who is maybe beginning their homeschool journey or just toying with the idea. And if nobody's told you yet today, thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. It's really important. Happy teaching, guys.